Hi everybody, this is Chad the Gaming Dad here on Dad's Games, and this week is the 30-year anniversary of the Alien franchise. And just in time for Alien Day, we get 3 new tables for Zen Pinball 2. We get Aliens Pinball, Aliens vs. Predator Pinball, and Alien Isolation Pinball. You know, the Alien franchise has had some ups and downs in the video game world with classics like Alien vs. Predator, where you had 3 different campaigns. You would play as the Marines, the Predators, and my personal favorite, the Aliens. It was so fun to sneak around and take out the poor, weak humans. It's also pretty cool to tear off their heads. Then we got the infamous Alien Colonial Marines. And to be honest with you, the scandal that was surrounding this game, with all of the preview footage being so much better than the final product, that honestly made the game the poster child of bad management and greedy publishers. The game itself, once you lowered your expectations, it wasn't great, but it was okay. And then more recently, we got the fantastic Alien Isolation. This honestly is my favorite Alien game of all of them, because of the great tension and horror that this one brings. You feel as if you are really being hunted by the xenomorph. This was a great example of how you could take a franchise and use it in a great way that complements the license, honestly, and brings you right into that world. So, here we go. You know, we got pinball now. I love pinball in real life, and Zen Pinball 2 has some great tables, and most of these tables have a very realistic feel to them. Let's take the dropship down and see what we find. We're in the pipe. 555. So first up we have Alien vs. Predator Pinball, AVP. The movie, you know, it's not the most well-loved of all the Alien movies, but I thought it was cool to see the mashup with the Aliens and the Predators. You know, and here in this table, there are a lot of cool details, kind of like the animated Alien on one side and the Predator on the other, that fight back and forth as you play pinball.
Nice!
There's also some fun mini games that kind of get triggered as you're playing. They're not the best. They're really just some basic distractions and don't add a whole lot to the table. But there is a lot of great music and sound effects from the movie, and all of that adds up to a pretty fun pinball table.
He's gone berserk! Run!
Next, we have the Alien Isolation Pinball. I really wasn't sure what to expect here because it's a pinball table not based off of a movie, but based off of a video game, and a video game that was mainly just a stealth game. But this table has a few tricks up its sleeve. You know, there are times where this particular pinball table feels kind of slow, but then bam, the alien will jump down and distract you, fly across the screen. You know, the sound here is great, with the dark and ominous music from the game, along with the noises and vocal tracks that jump out and grab you. Pretty cool. You know, I really like the locker that they have there that you can hide in with the pinball, and also the way that the missions, when you select them, you hit the Sevastolink computer, and it kind of looks like the computer in Alien Isolation. A lot of great sound effects and everything. Once again, they nailed it right on the head as far as bringing a pinball table together with another license.
We don't have time for this.
Okay, so the last table, the third one in the Aliens Pinball pack, is the actual Aliens Pinball table. You know, and this one to me is probably the best of the 3 tables. This one is based off of the Aliens movie, and it is absolutely loaded with sounds and music from the film. You know, you even start off every round with Ripley and the Queen Mother as they face off.
Just tell me one thing, Burke. You're going out there to destroy them.
You know, there's a lot of great details on this pinball table as well. Kind of like how the bumpers down low look like the loaders from the movie. And then there's also cool little moments where the Queen up above will steal the ball as you shoot it around one of the ramps. And then On top of that, you couldn't expect to have an Aliens pinball table without a whole bunch of Hudson lines. I mean, we're talking, game over, man, game over!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
And this can't be happening, man.
This can't be happening, man. This isn't happening.
All over the place. Tons of Hudson lines, and honestly, even though they repeat, they just don't get old. It's just too funny. Now, as far as missions go, these pinball tables, all three of them have different missions that you can trigger. This one has missions just like the other ones, but at the beginning of the game, you have to decide whether you want the missions to appear in order of the movie, or if you want to be able to select them individually. It is pretty fun to go through the order of the movie, but I think the best mission is the last one. So the last mission is basically like the end of the movie. The whole entire pinball table switches to sort of a red glow, and you hear the motion tracker pulsing, you hear the pulse rifles firing, and the wails of the aliens as you try to survive as they come toward you on the pinball table. So overall, I really like these new tables, and I think they're a great addition to Zen Pinball 2. They treat the Aliens license about as good as the Star Wars tables treated Star Wars in Zen Pinball 2. You know, this is some really fun pinball action with a ton of fan service for those of us who love the Alien franchise. For $10, you can't go wrong here. Unless, of course, you hate pinball or Alien movies. If you are that guy, then game over, man! But for the rest of us, this is awesome. Absolutely cool. So till next time, remember, you never outgrow video games. I am Chad the Gaming Dad, and this is Dad's Games. Thanks again for watching, and so long, everybody.